Picture this. A producer sits in the studio, headphones on, watching for musicians do something that defies every rule he's ever known about recording music. And in that moment, he realizes the rest of the world has no idea what they're witnessing. The year is somewhere between 1965 and 1969, and what's unfolding isn't just revolutionary, it's impossible. Other bands are still figuring out how to use a 4-track recorder, but these four, they're bending time, reversing Beethoven, and turning the studio itself into an instrument nobody else knows how to play. George Martin didn't just produce the Beatles, he stood beside them as they redefined what music could be. And there were certain tracks where he knew, beyond any doubt, that no other band on earth could pull this off. Not then, maybe not ever. The Beatles weren't just a pop phenomenon. They were John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr. 4 young men from Liverpool who transformed into musical architects of the impossible. Through the 1960s, they pushed boundaries most musicians didn't even know existed. And George Martin watched them evolve from mop-topped chart toppers into sonic pioneers who made the recording studio bend to their imagination. Take Because from 1969, 3 voices, singing 9 harmonies with such surgical precision that Martin compared it to classical choral writing. All layered over a reversed Beethoven composition that proved they weren't just experimenting, they were operating in a different dimension entirely. Or consider Rain, where Ringo delivered what Martin called one of the greatest drum performances in rock history, while the band manipulated tape, speed, to create sounds that simply didn't exist yet, leaving other musicians wondering what black magic the Beatles had discovered. Then, there's Strawberry Fields Forever, where Lennon demanded the impossible, combined 2 completely different versions recorded in different tempos and different keys. And somehow, Martin made it work, manually altering tape speeds until 2 separate realities. It became one seamless dream that still leaves engineers shaking their heads decades later. But perhaps nothing captures their untouchable genius like A Day in the Life, where Martin brought 40 classical musicians into the studio and told them to climb from their lowest note to their highest, each at their own pace, creating controlled chaos that sounded like the human mind overwhelmed, then ending with an apocalyptic piano chord that 5 people struck simultaneously, and let ring for nearly a minute, a note that doesn't end the song but hangs in the atmosphere, refusing to resolve, redefining what music could actually be. And while everyone assumes Yesterday succeeded because of its simplicity, Martin knew the truth. Convincing Paul to add a string quartet to a rock song in 1965 was radical, even dangerous. Yet that arrangement turned a gentle melody into something that felt like it had existed forever, proving that sometimes genius isn't about doing more. It's about knowing exactly what needed and having the courage to whisper when everyone else is screaming. From Happiness is a warm gun with its 4 distinct musical sections that demanded jazz-like precision to navigate impossible time changes, to something where Harrison's deceptively simple melody concealed chord movements sophisticated enough to impress classical arrangers. These weren't just great songs, they were musical feats that left the entire industry playing catch-up for decades. So which of these breakthroughs shocked you most? If you enjoy these untold stories of musical genius, don't forget to subscribe to Old Hollywood Pulse. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one.